Hello, my name is Germana Rovinelli. I am a certified personal trainer over 50 years old, and I'm creating this video to help people that are 50 over want to prevent themselves from having injuries related to falling. Falling is a leading cause of premature death in the world, and often what happens is we just become less and less active, we become less and less aware of our body, and it's a setup for a problem called falling. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show just a few exercises that you can do at home, which is wonderful. If you do each one like 10 reps, and then the next one 10 reps, and the next one 10 reps, and you cycle through them, it might take you 6, 7, 8 minutes. And these exercises are specifically designed to strengthen the parts of our systems that are quite weak, and they become weak simply because we don't use them. There's an old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. So I'm standing on some risers with a disc. I've got this to hold. Now, if you're at home, you can have a staircase and just hold onto the rail. My weakest leg is the one I would ask you to use first, and you're just going to bend that knee and see if you can touch the floor and then come back up. 4 seconds down. Yeah. And you want to reach forward with your other foot. Yeah, as if you're going into a pool and you're testing the water. Yeah, this is beautiful. It works beautifully. It's easy to do at home. I wouldn't say it's easy per se. We want to do whatever we can to keep whatever muscle we have and build muscle if we can as we age, because muscle is what carries our body. And sometimes what happens, people get really, committed to the number on the scale, and the scale is not necessarily the best measure of whether we're doing okay. We do need to keep our body weight under control, but muscle is what burns the fat. So if we lose too much muscle, we don't have the ability to burn fat the way that we did maybe 5 years previously, and age does take muscle away if we don't use our body. So even 20 to 30 minutes of strength training 3 times a week can do tremendous things for your body and for your future. One more here. So this mimics coming off a curb going forward. That's what that mimics. The next movement is linked to being able to lift the leg up. So when we walk, we lift and we walk instead of dragging our foot. And the mechanism that typically gets deficient is we just sort of drag our foot, and then it can get hooked on the carpet, and sometimes that will cause a fall. So I'm using the same little lift. I'm going to flex my foot, and I'm just going to lift up and hold, and then down. And you can play with the idea of, can I balance? Yeah. You'll learn very quickly which leg is your strong leg. We're going to go one more on this leg, 10 reps. We're going to switch. So flat foot, and then you're over flexing your foot, and then you're going to lift. And see if you can balance. And you would have noticed I kind of waffled there, which is okay. Most of us will waffle, but it's not waffle and fall, it's waffle and correct. So it sharpens the nervous system and the receptors, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Because once a person gets injured, it's a whole different reality. And this is injury prevention, and to help build confidence and a relationship with the body that you live in. I'm going to go 2 more. Now, because of the way the camera's set up, I'm going to leave my feet on top here. And normally I would do this on the floor. You can do it on the edge of a stair. So you come up on your tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, onto the heels, and flex your feet as high as you can. Up, 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 2, 2, 3, back on the heels, flex. Up, 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 3, 2, 3. And again, this is, keeps the connection with the feet, because sometimes what happens for some people is their feet lose muscle, and when we lose muscle in our feet, we don't use them properly anymore. So as the body catabolizes a tissue that we don't use, if you don't use it, you lose it. It takes it from everywhere, our heart, our hips, our shoulders, everywhere. And then we just become a little bit more and more frail. And the term for that is called sarcopenia, when we lose bone and muscle. They call it a disease, and it's really just a term for muscle loss and bone loss, which is part of the aging curve. And we all can do something to prevent that by adopting some activity. Walking is not sufficient. Strength training is critical because you're creating stress that your body has to heal from. You don't do too much, you do just enough. Those are the 3 exercises. Now I'm gonna just quickly repeat. 1 set of 10 here, 1 set of 10 here, right? 1 set of 10 here per leg, and you watch me waffle again. That's because I have a damaged nervous system. 1 set of 10 here, yes. And then 1 set of 10 here, boom, with the pull. I hope that whoever sees value here uses these exercises and starts to build up your leg strength. And believe it or not, for the first 12 weeks, you're what I call the baby chick stage. You're just starting to build a foundation, and from there, then you can do more and more and not get hurt. So thank you for taking time to watch this. I really hope that you do the exercises. And if you have questions, feel free to send me a message. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.